Beach Volley Burr, Ice Cream, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to yet another Incursio the Gamer Dungeons & Dragons quick build video. Today we have with us the Lobotomy E.G.O in the name of Love and Hate, Don Quixote, also known as the Queen of Hatred, Don Quixote. And of course, before we get started, one little thing, building a magical girl is actually really hard in D&D. I thought it would be easy, but no, actually, you know, there's Druid, there's Cleric, there's Wizard, there's so many classes available, it made it really tough. So ultimately, I decided on this Warlock 3 Sorcerer 3 build, but before that, let's talk a little bit about the actual ID herself. She's a Walpurgisnacht ID of Don Quixote with really offensive stats. Now, she has two versions, the positive and the negative coin version. In her sanity forms, I mean, yeah, she does Rupture or Sinking, but overall she is a charge unit, and she's a pretty good charge unit, not gonna lie. I kind of hate charge. It's a really bad status effect, but it is good because it is very self-reliant. It doesn't rely on the enemy and all their abilities and whatnot, so yeah, she's a pretty good. I like her. I like Don. She's really fun. And of course, she also pairs along really well with her in the name of Love and Hate Don Quixote E.G.O. Now, unfortunately, I did not homebrew an E.G.O this time, but it is a 2-coin unbreakable, E.G.O that just really obliterates anyone in its path. Again, charge, and it gives Don 1 magical arcana, which transforms her from her positive to negative coin version. Now, of course, I mean, this charge ID is truly beautiful. I love the magical girl Don. She made Project Moon so much money, and without further ado, let's talk about our D&D build. Now, Queen of Hatred Don, she's a female tiefling Warlock 3 Sorcerer 3, level 6 build. Yes, the Fiend Warlock and Divine Soul Sorcerer. This is her positive coin version, this is her negative coin version. I quite literally just flavored it as that, it was really funny. But anyways, level 6, because you guys are the boss from here on out, I'm only creating a foundation. Now, let's talk about your stats. Now, Con is going to be important, Charisma is going to be important, Wisdom, Dexterity are okay, but Charisma is your main priority stat. You are a magical girl, you're the hero magical girl, and you must defeat the enemies, so people are going to like you. You have a 30 walking speed, 13 AC, 1 initiative, 48 hit points, resistant to poison damage. I mean, yeah, look at this. Dump stats are strength, intelligence, wisdom, dexterity. Technically, dex is kind of important though at the end of the day. Now, saving throws, wisdom and charisma, of course, and they're your proficiencies. 11, 9, 14 for passive senses, respectively, and dark vision 120 feet. The magical girl sees all evil, no matter if it is night or day. Here are your proficiencies. Let's talk skills. You don't have many, but you do have Arcana because you are the, literal Arcana girl. Your skill is literally called Major Arcana Slave. So, anyways, Insight, Performance, Religion. Performance makes sense. Religion, I figure, beating up bad guys is a religion to you. And Insight, you're good in combat. Good stuff. Let's talk actions now. So, you have a lot of spells. We'll go over that in the spells category. That's a lot of spells. You have your Dash, Disengage, Dodge, Grapple, Shove, as well as 3 sorcery points. For bonus actions, more spells, and convert sorcery points, as well as 2 weapon fighting. For reaction, you have Shield and Opportunity Attack. For other, you have the Dark One's Blessing. So when you kill a creature, you gain 8 temp HP, which is very nice. Favored by the gods. Again, you can reroll 2d4 and add it to your total once per short rest if you fail a saving throw or miss with an attack roll, possibly changing the outcome. You are the hero girl. You are the magical girl who must succeed in her mission. You also have Quicken Spell and Twin Spell. Twin Spell is very nice, and Quicken Spell, guys, this is pretty much just a staple for all sorcerers. Limited use, you've seen it all, so let's talk about our spells now, right? So I think you guys can tell we have a lot of spells here, so we'll just go over them real quick. You have Blade Ward, Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast, Firebolt, Friends, Guidance Light, Mind Sliver, Minor Illusion, Poison Spray, Spare the Dying, Thaumaturgy, Thunderclap. Your damage spells are really good because, cantrip level, you have one of basically each type of damage, which is wonderful. I love this. And Dawn can adapt and, her magical girl form to combat any scenario that she needs to and if she has to. Cantrips are mostly, in this case, the positive coin version of her damage skills. And yeah, she's, able to maintain this version for as long as she wants or needs. First level spells. You have Cure Wounds, Hex, Inflict Wounds, Ray of Sickness, Sanctuary, Shield, Shield of Faith, and Witch Bolt. Witch Bolt can technically be your Skill 3-1 or Skill 3-2, or even your Ego skill in the name of Love and Hate Don Quixote. But really, you can also upcast it. Anyways, all your shield spells and all your healing spells in your first level spell form, this is your positive sanity unit. But your negative coin ones, such as Hex, Inflict Wounds, Ray of Sickness, those are going to be your negative coin ID skills. It's really good, and you do have 4 slots, so that's not bad. For second level, you have 2 packed and 2 slots, so expend these wisely. Now, yes, you also have a bunch of healing and non-healing skills here. You have, your Cure Wounds, your Hold Person, your Misty Step, and those sorts of things, they are, your positive coin ID skills. For Hex, Inflict Wounds, Reign of Enfeeblement, Witch Bolt, and Scorching Ray, those are your negative coin ID skills. Yes, you do have, a bunch of different damage types for your cantrips, but for your leveled spells, I mean, guys, look at the Don ID. In her negative coin version, she deals so much more damage, and that is how you're gonna, flavor it in this way. Now, sure, she does go back to being a positive coin unit after doing that skill 3-2, and you can just say, yeah, that's an upcast Witch Bolt. Expend that little slot, do that for a full minute. You can cast up to, like, what? So it's 1d12 up to a minute. A minute's 10 turns. You can do 10d12 if you get the full first level for, the whole minute, or 20d12 lightning damage if you do it for the whole minute as a second level spell. Honestly, probably one of my favorite spells, especially, because Reverse Beats, Reverse Arcana, Slave! Anyways, moving past that, we have our inventory. You have your studded leather and your wand, your magical girl wand. That's all you have. You really have nothing else. Features and traits. Let's first talk about our warlock. That's the more important of the classes. Arcana and religion is good. You take the fiend because you gain so much stuff. Dark One's blessing. It's very nice when you kill enemies. You go up in technically sanity, but also temp HP points. For eldritch invocations, agonizing blast for damage. Devil's sight because, you must find evil. You must see all evil. Pact Boon, Pact of the Tome to give more cantrips, because Chill Touch, Eldritch Blast, and Firebolt are all just very good. Now, moving on to our Sorcerer, you're going to take, Divine Magic good. You take that Cure Wounds, you get access to Cleric level spells. Now, that's really good, because you're not a bad Sorcerer, you're not a bad magical girl, you're the good guy of the story. So therefore, Cleric stuff is nice. Favored by the gods, of course, good stuff. Font of Magic, 3 sorcery points. You can gain more, lose more. It depends on how you play your style. Meta Magic, take Twinned and Quickened, because, Twin spell is just very good. Target a second creature in range with the same spell, and with her skill 3-2, this skill deals minus 50% damage to against sub-targets. Yes, this means Twin spell is basically just that reversed beats, reverse Arcana Slave. And Quicken Magic, who doesn't want to cast 2 spells in one turn, guys? It is a basic, staple. It's like bread and butter. Species traits, you are a tiefling, so you, are humanoid, you have medium build, speed 30, dark vision, 60 feet. Fiendish legacy, you take abyssal because you are a magical girl, but you also have that negative coin version. Resistant to poison, and you gain fiendish legacy's table. Poison spray, ray of sickness, and hold person. And of course you also have the charisma, therefore you know the thaumaturgy cantrip. Use it with your charisma modifier, which is, yeah, you have a 20 charisma. It's beautiful. For feats, you have magic innate cleric from your Acleo background. You take light, spare the dying, and shield of faith. Now, yeah, you put it all into charisma because you have to at this point. You're all in. It's like gambling. You're a chaotic, good female with brownish yellow eyes, medium size, about 5'2". They nerfed Dawn's height, by the way. She went down from like 5'6", 5'5", 5'4", down to 5'2". Like, straight up, really sad, but we love her anyways. All love Dawn. You're 118 pounds, pale skin, yellow blonde hair, and you believe in justice, in magic, in, of course, the fixers of the world. Add whatever you wish to personality, ideals, bonds, flaws, notes, and extras. Ladies and gentlemen, that right there is the Queen of Hatred, Don Quixote, the Lobotomy E.G.O in the name of love and hate. Anyways, before we end today's video, ladies and gentlemen, I really like Dawn. She's so fun. She has me like stuttering this entire video. And of course, with Queen of Hatred Dawn, you can play both sides of the spectrum. You can play the super nice, outgoing, loving hero, and oh, hello everyone, I'm your savior, yes, I'm the magical girl. And you can also play, the super chaotic, very, very freaky version of Dawn. I need to be the hero, where's the evil, let me cause the evil, so that way I can beat it back down. And, you guys can see it through the spells. The spells itself, your spell list, tells a story. Yes, you can play the good guy. You can cast, Cure Wounds, you can cast Shield and Shield of Faith and Sanctuary on all your allies. Be the magical girl you were meant to be. Or you can immediately go into combat, cast Inflict Wounds, 40-10 damage, plus 8 to hit sure, and then Quicken Spell, do it again, using both of your packed slots, and then dealing 8d10 damage. That's an average of 45, and just straight up obliterating your enemy by, oh, hello, now you see me, now you're dead. So that's the type of shit we're on. I love this build, and I'm probably going to have a lot of fun role-playing it if I ever do use her in a D&D one-shot. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, that is Don Quixote. And for a couple of you in the comments, you were saying something about you guys don't know D&D, but you guys like Limbus, you guys like LobCorp, you guys like Library, so I might one day do like a little oh, how to play D&D little thing. Who knows though, it might happen sometime down the line, and that is it for now. We also have Synced East Dawn coming out sometime soon. I don't know if she's going to be out before this video or after, but probably after, because people seem to really like the Queen of Hatred, Don Quixote. So yeah, that's pretty much it for this video, and I'll see you all in the next one. Goodbye and good night.